Colleagues, in our view, the proposal for expansion in the non-permanent category, 2-year or longer terms, as have been proposed by some, is afflicted with the following problems. It does not empower developing countries. Not from Africa, not from Latin America, nor from Asia, as adding non-permanent seats only contradicts both the L69 model and the common African position based on the Esselvini Consensus and the CERT Declaration, which reflects the overwhelming voice of the developing world. In short, expansion in both categories of membership is the only way to address the fundamental imbalance in the Council's representation and in order to deliver effective reform. Now, I will also add here that we will continue our active participation as the G4 in these discussions as they proceed. We continue to believe that the beginning of text-based negotiations within a fixed time frame remains vital to sustain the legitimacy of these intergovernmental discussions with an overall goal of addressing United Nations Security Council reform with a sense of urgency, as is being demanded by an increasing number of leaders and voices from across the world. Now, we agree that the timing for any important decision must be considered carefully. We do agree with that. While not arguing for undue haste, it is important to remember the following. Discussions on reform of the Security Council have been going on, as you well know, in earnest for well over a decade, since the early 1990s. In addition, world leaders at the Millennium Summit in the year 2000 had resolved to intensify efforts to achieve a comprehensive reform of the Security Council in all its aspects. Nearly a quarter century has passed. The world and our future generations can no longer wait. How much longer must they wait? The Summit of the Future this September and the 80th anniversary of the United Nations next year are important milestones towards which we should aim to make concrete progress. We must push forward a reform heeding the voices of the young and future generations, including from Africa, where the demand to correct historical injustice grows even stronger. Otherwise, we simply risk sending the Council down the path of oblivion and irrelevance. With that, colleagues, I will stop, and I greatly look forward to a healthy exchange of views with my colleagues in the question and answer session that is to follow. Thank you, co-chairs, and thank you, colleagues.